Hi, my name is Heather Rotundi.
Hi, my name is Kristen Coulter.
And this is Ryan Coulter.
And we're Danny's parents, Daniel Edward Coulter.
Hi, I'm Marley. I am Aaron and DeAndre's mom.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and I'm making this video for my daughter, Nicolina.
This time last year, I went in for a weekly scan and my levels got to a really unhealthy amount.
I had a seamlessly, enjoyable pregnancy up until our anatomy scan at 20 weeks.
I had scheduled my C-section for August 6th, and I had one last high-risk appointment the day before that.
At our 20-week scan, we found out that Nicolina had a heart defect called tetralogy of Fallot, which is essentially 4 heart defects in one, as well as some brain differences.
We found out that Danny had something wrong with his heart.
And it was no longer safe for me to continue on with the pregnancy. So I had to deliver in Philly and with an emergency C-section.
They hooked me up to all the monitors, and they noticed that Aaron's heart rate had dropped a little bit more.
A week after that appointment, we went for a recommended fetal echocardiogram by our maternal fetal medicine doctor. And unfortunately, at that appointment, we found out that Danny had passed away in utero.
I started to get very scared. I asked the nurse, is everything okay? She said, we just need to get these babies out.
I went in for my C-section, delivered the baby. They went to give him his first feed, and he wasn't really able to keep anything down.
And I wake up from the anesthesia. They said Aaron did not make it, but DeAndre is very healthy, and they handed me him. I was so happy that DeAndre was in my arms, but I was so heartbroken that Aaron was not okay.
We met our son, Daniel. He was stillborn at 21 weeks and 1 day.
Ultimately, Nicolina was born November 1st, 2025. However, she was immediately rushed to the NICU and had 2 stents placed in her heart 4 days later to keep her valve open until she was old enough and big enough to have open heart surgery.
It turns out that he was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. We were in the NICU for 6 weeks. We had our other son at home, who was 2 at the time. And, we lived about an hour and 45 minutes away from the hospital.
We were behind on bills. We were struggling to keep up. How can you keep up with your bills when you're dealing with such a loss? It's like time keeps passing and you're stuck in that moment.
It just felt like something was ripped away from us, and the life that we envisioned with him was no longer.
Our social worker put us in touch with an amazing organization called Noelle's Light, who was able to support us financially while I was unable to work for a few months.
They offered to cover multiple expenses, not just one, but multiple. And it gave us time to think and process our emotions.
I know for me personally, what helped me get through were support groups like Noelle's Light, being able to connect with other lost moms, and just having the opportunity to speak about him whenever I could.
Noelle's Light made it possible for us to be able to stay so close to the hospital and bring our son that was at home to come and stay with us. And it just created a sense of normalcy in a very scary and unfortunate time in our lives.
It was people like Noelle's Light that got us through the super hard times of having a child in the hospital sick.
I see it firsthand with Noelle's Light, how that's really helped her with the grieving process and connecting with other people that have gone through similar situations. It's been a great help for both of us, really.
Thank you, Noelle's Light, for being there for me and my family when we needed it the most.
I'm very thankful for Noelle's Light.
Thank you again to Noelle's Light and all that they've done for me, Ryan, and our son, Danny.
Yeah, thank you.
We're incredibly grateful for Noelle's Light and the people that have reached out in Nicolina's journey. So thank you.